movie born, a sequel waits. A seer warns of uncertain fate. Improve from last chapter, innovate. Bide your time, lie in wait. One review Sonic 2. One review Sonic 2. It's time to review the Hedgehog Fast and Blue. The franchise grows, hit and miss. Some are awesome, some abyss. They want to please the fans, we know they do. Is it time if we only knew? Has the prophecy come true? One review Sonic 2. One review Sonic 2.
They say it has potential, but there's still a debate. Cause one wrong move could seal its fate.
It's time to review the Hedgehog Fast and Blue Sonic Hedgehog 2.
Yes, I found it! If what they say is true, I can get exactly what I want! Oh yeah! Spirit of the Emerald, do you think I should take a look at Sonic 2? Okay!
Let's do it!
The Blue Hedgehog's back, and this time he's not going on his movie adventure alone this time. While we all know Sonic's original movie teaser with his ugly design, which resulted in delaying the movie and giving a patch update where he can stay true to the original design from the games, leaving the ugly version only to become a cameo in the Chip and Dale movie. As a result, the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie didn't make enough money at the box office before the pandemic happened and gathered some decent reviews. I did watch the first movie a few years ago, but it was one of the weakest movies I watched in 2020. Yeah, I did like the updated Sonic look, some of the action scenes were cool, and Jim Carrey as Robotnik was a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, it's just a generic road trip movie with a predictable story. Anyone that is not Sonic or Robotnik is forgettable, and why should I watch Sonic's Adventures on Earth when I can just watch the over-the-top 2003 anime? Even when the sequel announced some of Sonic's friends, Tails and Knuckles, were going to appear, I still felt unsure about it. It's cool to have more Sonic characters, but keep in mind, it takes more than just a familiar character to make a movie work. So now that I'm finally ready to give this sequel a watch, did Sonic really pick up the pace this time? Or did the sequel end up exploding like Eggman's failed experiments?
Welcome to another episode of the One Reviews. It's time to go fast again. This is my review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic gets left home alone as Tom, once again played by James Marsden, is going to a wedding with his wife. But he gets two surprising and vengeful visitors, Dr. Robotnik, once again played by Jim Carrey, and a random echidna named Knuckles, voiced by Idris Elba. But he gets rescued by a two-tailed fox named Tails, voiced respectively from the games, Colleen O'Shaughnessy. And according to a map that Sonic's owl mother gave him, that there is a giant gem called the Master Emerald that needs to be protected from evil. So Sonic and Tails must find the emerald before Robotnik and Knuckles do, while learning about being a hero and the importance of family. This is a far better sequel from the last movie. In this one, it's all focused on Sonic and anything related to the games, with Chaos Emeralds, Robotnik's robots, Agent Temples, teamwork, and friendship. Everything it shows is a definite Sonic movie. In addition, there's a unique backstory involving the Master Emerald and the power it holds. What's even cleverer, it ties into the beginning events for the first movie. Yeah, that one and only scene that felt like a Sonic movie than everything else when he was on Earth. It's revealed that both the Echidnas and the Owl tribes have been fighting to protect the Emerald to prevent it from being in the wrong hands, but end up losing the one they care most. And I will give some credit that the humor is funnier than the first one, especially with Jim Carrey as Robotnik. Now, does that make it the best video game movie I've seen? No. What's added in, I definitely like, but what they kept from the first movie is what the film still suffers a bit. Like, we need to be reminded that Donut Lord is a character, the outdated memes like Flossie and Haters Gonna Hate, and dumb superhero and other movie references.
It is understandable that they had to bring back Sonic's Earth friends since they were in the last movie, but there's nothing new from them, and their subplots don't really tie into the film that much. For the reference Joe, they could have gone through the whole 2-hour movie without them. And before you ask, no, there are no other Sonic memes in this one like the paper illustration from last time.
Since the sequel focused on anything Sonic related, it resulted in making some of your favorite Sonic characters become likable and even develop. Sonic is still the wisecracking blue hedgehog, but with a good heart. However, he does get some character growth about learning the responsibility of being a hero since he does behave like a kid. Tails is Sonic's sidekick that can fly and build gadgets who looks up to Sonic like a big brother to him. Knuckles is the bronze-over brain that teams up with Robotnik to take down Sonic to retrieve the Emerald since he's the sole survivor from his home tribe. And Dr. Robotnik, who got a new makeup to nearly resemble the Robotnik from the games, wants to destroy Sonic and have the Master Emerald to himself to rule the world. As for the rest of the characters, the performances from the live-action characters are good, it's just that they don't appear a lot on screen, including Tom and Maddie as Sonic's guardians, Wade is the sheriff deputy in Green Hills and the comic relief, and Agent Stone is Robotnik's assistant who has a crush on his boss. The only human character other than Robotnik that is actually memorable is Rachel, Maddie's sister, who gets furious at the secret agency after finding out her wedding was all set up to capture the heroes, and her revenge scenes are crazy and fun.
While I have blast with Jim Carrey and Natasha Rockwell, I also enjoy the performances on the animated characters. You can tell Ben Schwartz and Idris Elba were having a great time playing Sonic and Knuckles, and Colleen continues to capture the charm of Tails' smart and gentle behavior.
Another thing that makes this film a legitimate Sonic movie are the visuals. While Sonic still gets to keep its updated designs, and his friends are great as well with the textures on their fur, there are a handful of effects that makes the sequel entertaining to watch. There's the use of technology from Robotnik and Tails that shows some creative moments, Sonic Speed presents some goofy yet clever scenes, there are some fun ways on using the rings to teleport elsewhere, and there are several new places that you can see that they belong in a Sonic level, like the ice and jungle temples. It resulted in making the action scenes, including the climax where Sonic in the game has to face Robotnik in a giant robot suit, a lot of fun to watch. When it comes to the other settings, while some like the tropical resort in Green Hill are just a tropical resort in a regular town, the other places like the Mushroom Planet and the bar in Siberia are unique locations. Not to mention, they have some imaginative moments like a Rube Goldberg with mushrooms and a dance-off.
There's one more element I forgot to mention, and that is the small bits of hand-drawn on the Master Emerald's origin. Although it only appears in one scene, the drawings have a lot of depth and detailed sketches that give it a cinematic fancy look to it. So, I don't know if they got a new direction, new writers, or just enough time has passed to find a story for Sonic, but this sequel is the Sonic movie that I wanted to see.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is practically everything what the first Sonic movie should have been. While the pop culture references are unfunny and some characters are forgettable, but anything with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik are enjoyable with some great action scenes, several nice elements from the games, good acting, and some amazing special effects. If you enjoy the first Sonic movie or any of his games, then you will definitely have a blast with this one. Will I watch it again? Sure, I did remember having a good time with this one than its own predecessor. It's a movie that learns how to have fun in making a video game movie than to be a basic product. The film may not be the fastest thing alive to win first place, but it's still a good frontrunner. I'm going to give the sequel a B.
Well, it comes as a surprise that the Sonic movie series will continue for a while with a spin-off miniseries with Knuckles and another sequel. However, there's going to be a challenge with movie number 3 since there have been talks that Jim Carrey might consider retiring, which means if it does happen, he won't play Robotnik again, nor anyone else. If there would be an idea to deal with the situation, it can go one or two ways. Either the studio remains hopeful that Carrey will reprise his role one more time, or select another Sonic villain. We already know you know who is coming thanks to the mid-credits scene, but Sonic has faced all kinds of other villains besides Eggman, like Metal Sonic and the Destructive Chaos. Mario has faced Bowser in any game, but he has faced a bunch of villains more powerful than the Turtle Monster. But no matter who's at it or who's removed in the next game or movie, as long as Sonic continues to be the enthusiastic runner collecting rings and Master Emeralds, fighting robots and other powerful enemies in strange places with his best friends, you will know that Sonic is still Sonic. I'm Matt Harrop Patrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to an all-you-can-eat buffet with Kirby. You want to know what makes a good video game movie? It's all about having fun. The action, the imagination, the worlds beyond your wildest dreams. A comedy war against aliens with video game stuff? Been there, done that, needs more Ryan Reynolds in a blue shirt. A generic space cartoon on saving planets? Snortsville! How about a puzzle-solving mystery involving riddles, legends, and traps? A road trip with a hedgehog? Forget that, try a temple brawl. So if you're going to make a video game movie, you had to think like a video game, like a viewer controlling the gameplay without the controller. The more fun you have on making a game movie, the more lives and continues you will receive.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, check out these other videos, or feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming reviews and other projects. I'll see you soon.